The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
Good morning and welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with Pat Devaney, my husband, fellow realtor. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good. We have with us Nicole Clark for the fourth week in a row.
I know.
She's a regular.
I love it.
All right.
I love it. Ask me anytime.
All right. Well, you know, sometimes Pat is unavailable for one reason or another, so you can co-host.
All right. That sounds good to me.
We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m., where we discuss everything real estate. We have a full-time real estate office with many exceptional realtors who have been guiding, assisting, and advising clients in real estate matters for over 50 years.
Well, I guess this might be one of my last shows. I feel like I'm being replaced.
Yeah.
But if you have any questions during the week and you'd like to submit it or you think you'd like be a good guest, you can send it to questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com. And we are the real original Real Estate Roundtable. Remember that.
Real deal here.
That's right, the real deal. Or you can give us a call.
Authentic.
Authentic. 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, look at the webcam tab and see what's going on at the More Corners. We get thousands of hits a month from all over the country on that webcam.
Next thing you know, they're going to have webcams too, Pat.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
Yeah.
No,
well, you never know.
Of what?
Okay. View our listings, search the MLS listings, and listen to archive radio shows by going to mobile-friendly JRUDDY.com, jruddy.com, where we also have all the radio shows archived, and we have the podcast apps there where we feature the radio show on. And check us out on social media. We're just about everywhere. Nicole Clark,
yes,
realtor
ma'am.
with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, licensed since 2014. Good. You are our number one top producer for 25, our number two in 2024, and our number one in 23.
I was.
Yes. So what do you have to say about your career in real estate?
Well, I didn't start during COVID, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. So I worked the market before COVID. And I mean, I feel like we're, except pricing and prices, like it feels the same as that did before the craziness. It's kind of settling down. So, yeah, I know there's some people that started selling real estate during COVID, and I think that they don't know what to do right now.
Yeah, they're having
They're having a hard time because they're used to running, and now there's a little lull.
Okay, well, you have a good point there. And the market doesn't, one thing's for sure, the market doesn't always stay the same. And the people that last in real estate you have 12 years, that last in real estate are the ones that are able to pivot and change and go with the times.
Right. I have a question.
Sure.
All right. How would you tell a customer, how would they find who is the best realtor to represent them? I know in the board there's 800 agents in our board, right? There's a lot of competition.
Right.
So there's some are better than others. Let's just put it that way.
Let me just tell you this, too. I just saw an article last week. 70% of the licensed agents in the country
didn't sell a house.
Did not sell one house.
Right. So, yeah, that shift is, I think, definitely starting to happen where people that sold a few during COVID and were, newly licensed are selling 0 or 1.
How would a person find the best agent? What's the process? What do you think they should do?
Well, you have to do, okay, so I would recommend everyone out there, whether you choose me or not, is you have to do your homework like you do on everything else. You have to look on the internet. You have to compare. And then, I have a client right now who is, hopefully a future client. They're interviewing about 12 realtors.
12?
That's great.
Yeah. Well, is it 12?
No, but I'm one of them. But
at the same time, it's like 12. I mean,
they must have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's too, in my opinion, that's too much.
They should have narrowed it down a little bit.
Yeah, I would narrow it to 3 if it were me. so you don't boggle your mind too much.
Yeah, 3 is the magic number with anything.
Right.
Lawyers, lenders,
Right. So
inspection companies, 3.
Yeah, 3. So, 3. And then really, I think one of the most important things is to look at their experience with other people. So we have a review system that we have at Century 21, and you can view all my reviews. And those are from people. It's what they have to say about me and their experience.
Real satisfied.
Real
Right.
reviews, not paid
Exactly.
for
No,
reviews.
these are real.
No, these go through a process where
There's a vetting process. There's a whole thing involved.
it's independent
it's
of
not
us.
some bot coming from China.
Oh, no,
you can't
absolutely
be.
not. You can't.
Okay.
Like, they'll give me a hard time if they were in our system already because they're a repeat client.
Yeah, they
like,
quarantine them.
They quarantine. I can't get another review for
Or
them.
if they were a seller and a buyer, they did both reviews,
Right.
they'll quarantine the second one.
So how would someone see these reviews at Century 21? How do I view them?
So you could go to Real Satisfied and look up my name, Nicole Clark, and you'll see my reviews there. Or you can go to Century, our website, jready.com.
jready.com?
Click on
Okay.
the agent's photo. It'll tell you all about us, our credentials, everything we've done, and then it'll show you our Real Satisfied,
Right,
right?
because this is probably going to be the biggest purchase somebody's going to make in their lifetime is buying a home. So I would choose carefully who's going to represent me. Also, I would choose carefully my lawyer, not only my realtor. I would have a lawyer who's experienced, and and then I would expect you as my agent to probably suggest a lawyer, suggest an inspector. Any problems that come up. These are the things that I would want you to deal with.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what we do, and hold your hand the whole way. The one thing I would say is I know people do get hung up on money and dollars, and we are seeing this new trend of, the low commission or flat rate fee brokerages.
You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for, exactly. You're not going to get anything like you would with a Century 21 or our agency. You're going to get what you pay for, and I just want to put that out there.
And when you're selling a home with a realtor, don't you usually get more money than if you sell it on your own?
Yes, you do.
There's statistics to back that up. That's proven over and over again.
Oh,
So getting back to the surveys.
Yes.
Anything that we do in life, wherever we go,
Surveys.
we go to a review, whether it's a Google, Yelp,
Right.
or TripAdvisor, right? We check out the reviews. And, before we make our selection, restaurants, hotels, whatever.
Right.
Right. So we also have, on the Real Satisfied, we have almost 1,300 reviews. Completed, actual clients that have completed reviews. We also have Google reviews.
Yes.
So if you Google Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate, we come up. There's almost 250.
50.
I think it's more like 235, 240.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have a rating there, and all the people that have given us a
Right. So you look up at, 3 potential agents. If they don't have reviews, doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means maybe,
They're new.
they're new or their brokerage doesn't offer them. But, here's the thing. Most everyone has a Google page. So if you were impactful enough, I think that somebody would take the time to do it. Mm-hmm. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I
Right.
went and I bought a UTV. I looked at their Google reviews. That's what I did. I looked at the Google
Right.
reviews and I called them up and I talked to them on the phone. I did exactly what you said. I got 3 and I talked to them and who did I feel comfortable with and who did I feel was being honest with me, and that's how I made the decision.
And sometimes when I buy things online, whatever, wherever I go, they have these sellers on these sites, and I look at those reviews, and I would never buy something from somebody that had less than a 4.5.
what if they didn't have any reviews?
Right, I won't. And they could be like $10 cheaper. I will go with the higher price. I will
Right.
go with the better review because when I'm selecting something, I don't want it to come smashed, and I want it to come on
Right.
time.
Arrive,
Right.
absolutely.
And if I wanted to return it and there was a bad experience that somebody had, I want to know about that because
Right.
I don't buy things to return them, but you never know. Sometimes you have to.
Right.
Right. So, these are the things that I look for. And the younger generation, everything that I'm exposed to in terms of looking at who's buying properties, and I'm reading up with the personalities, and that's what they want. They want strong reviews.
Well, that's excellent. And I think, I mean, there's what's better than an experience someone had with you,
Right.
and sharing it.
You know, your sister-in-law, or your cousin, or your mother, or somebody could tell you who to go to. But isn't it nice to back it up with actual people? Like,
Right. That's where I get most of my business is from repeat clients or their family, their friends. And I'll even say, when they say to me, oh, I'm sending so-and-so your way, they want to sell their house or they want to buy something, I just take the website and I copy and paste and said, can you please share this with them?
good.
Right.
All right. So reviews are important. And so, Pat, you wanted to talk about something that's been bothering you.
Oh, let's talk about taxes.
Lackawanna County.
Lackawanna County reassessment. We had someone on the radio
Years
who
ago.
said, oh, a third will go down, a third will go up, and a third will stay the same.
I don't know anybody that
I don't know anybody that went down.
I know a few people that it actually went down, but I don't know
Do you?
anybody that it
Real
stayed
people?
the same. Yes, real people, but I don't know anybody that it stayed the same. Most people I know.
Most people went up significantly. So what is and the appeals process has passed.
Right.
We own a piece of property and the taxes came in as outrageous.
Well, I think the reassessments, and I have a little theory here. I think that the land assessments that they did were way off.
Way off.
Yeah, they really were.
They weren't even in the right ballpark.
No, but yeah, so that one we did appeal, and we were able to,
Reduce the hurt.
yeah, reduce it, but it still hurt.
Right.
So, yeah, but everybody that I know where we live, all ours went up.
We live in Dunmore. The county taxes and our house went up 50%. Oh, it's not that much. Yeah, 50%. 50%.
Our borough went up 30%. So I want to see I don't really want to, but
Can't wait for the school tax.
that's the
Oh, I
one
know.
that's going to really
That's
kill
the
us.
killer.
Yeah, that's going to really,
Are they supposed to increase too? I forget.
yeah.
Yeah.
They are, yeah.
Oh, no.
The other ones.
Oh,
go up.
yeah. Always going up, 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 up.
But wasn't gambling if they...
Oh, what about a landfill? Don't we have a huge landfill?
Well, wasn't the gambling that they were approving...
Oh, yeah. I'm 65.
Right. So wasn't that supposed to
Right.
take care of property taxes or school taxes?
Yeah, I don't think so. And what about the
Yeah.
25-cent gas tax that they put in a few years ago? Remember that? Supposed to fix the roads. Boy, the roads in Pennsylvania are good now, aren't
aren't
they?
they?
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
baby. I haven't seen a pothole in about 5 minutes.
Well, when they didn't plow in Scranton, that was helpful with the potholes.
Yeah.
They filled them. They filled
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
it was
filled in the
awesome.
potholes. It was
That was
great.
the only good thing I could say is, well, I didn't.
There was no
there's no
potholes.
potholes.
Yeah, so these are the things that, there's nothing as sure as death and taxes in life.
There you
right?
go.
Now, what is the county going to do with all this extra revenue that it gets? Is it just going to blow it? Who knows, right?
Well, I'm going to keep
We're
my
gonna keep our
mouth.
mouth shut.
Okay.
I won't go there.
Okay. And then they'll get somebody from the county saying, oh, we don't have any more money. It's all evened out. They're like, oh, and Santa Claus is coming to town.
I believe, Pat, there was a deficit.
Not anymore.
Well, see, it's still yet to be determined.
Not anymore.
All right. Well, moving right along. Nicole,
Yes.
what are things that reduce a home's value, in your opinion?
Oh my goodness.
Things that people have in their properties that...
A car on the front lawn.
Okay, yeah, that...
Yes, exactly. Those type
Junk.
of things. Junk.
Old tires.
Right. Like if you're going to list your property,
Trim the bushes
right, or
so
pick
we
up
can
the
see
stuff.
the house. How about that?
Pick up the stuff.
the
Try to
grass.
get rid of things. I recently had a person, they filled 4 pods and then they took them off the property. I mean, whatever you got to do. Like a lot of people get hung up on, how am I going to get rid of it? Who's going to come here? And honestly, if you go to Home Depot and you buy those bins, storage bins, and you put them in your garage neatly and nicely, nobody cares. They really don't. Like, that's what I tell people to do to eliminate spending a lot of money and getting people involved.
Well, here's a list of 8 items
I
that...
wasn't done.
I know what it is. Well, let me get a shot at the list.
Okay. These are from interior designers, home stagers, real estate experts, okay?
Lighting's big.
All right.
Yes.
Yes, lighting is a big deal.
Yes.
Declutter, clean.
Right. Yeah, that's personal clutter's on the list.
Window? No.
No. Poor lighting.
Poor lighting.
Mismatched. Heavy window treatments. Those will devalue a home.
Heavy window treatment.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
heavy old
Yeah, I know what
curtains.
you mean, right.
Smart thermostats is number 1 on the list.
Wait, that'll decrease?
According to these
Oh,
experts.
that's such a relief to hear because I will never, ever get a smart thermostat.
Yeah, nor will we. It says buyers today are pushing back on many of the smart home features that were supposed to make their lives easier. They want a dumb home. These buyers aren't anti-technology. They're just pro-simplicity. I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, here's the deal. I have to show properties all the time, and I'll tell you right now, the biggest, my new kryptonite is those new switches, light switches. 15 minutes it took me to figure them out the other day and leave a house. It was like I one of them you had to press one button and then you go into the other room and it works differently. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm never leaving. Like I can't figure out the light switches.
Yeah, that's
You're going to get
smart
attached. You
switches.
left the lights on.
Oh my God, I know. Well, that's the thing. You don't want to leave a light on.
You
so
can go
I'm
down,
in there.
just hit the main breaker.
No, because you'll
everything
hear
goes
about
off.
it.
Oh, I know, and I'm calling the agent. I can't find him. I'm like, dude, like, how do I get these to shut off? They were
I
all
had
different.
a listing 20 years ago, and the seller called me. It was a vacant home, and so the seller called me after the showing. It wasn't one of our agents, but she was really perturbed because she said the foyer light was left on in the house, and it could have burnt down the house.
Yes, lights.
Oh,
lights,
yes, I had one of those too.
Lights
You know,
being left on causes fires. Did you know that? Did you know that lights cause fires?
right?
I didn't know that. I was a fireman in New York City for 20 years. I didn't know that.
Well, I know it's very pricey too to leave that one light
Well,
on.
I
60-watt light
I
bulb.
got reamed out, but over that. So I made sure that there were never any lights left
Well, I've
on.
been there too.
Yeah, we all go through that. Okay, in the kitchen, what would make a house? What would reduce a house's value?
Something to do with appliances?
No, it could if you have older appliances. It could. You know, I went on a listing appointment with one of our agents one time, and the seller point blank asked me, "Well, if I switch these appliances out, would it help?" I point blank said yes. We didn't win the listing; somebody else did. Maybe
Because they told them no?
Maybe they told them no.
Right.
Well, she regretted it because she told me afterwards. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. Do you know what she wound up doing
What?
right before the closing? Replacing the
Right.
appliances because we had the buyers. I knew this. She didn't listen to me per se, but it mattered to the buyers. They
Right.
wanted new appliances. Part of the negotiation, they got the appliances.
She put the old ones back in? Is that what you're saying?
No, she bought new ones
Oh,
for
really?
the new buyer.
Oh.
But anyway, she didn't want to do it originally, but she wound up doing it.
Okay.
We didn't get the listing, but we did find the buyer for it. I was not on either end. Tile countertops. Did you ever go into a house and it's just the little ceramic
They're
tiles?
terrible. Like, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
They're like Petri dishes, right? you would think you
Well,
can never get them clean.
the
There's all
grout gets.
grout.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I love grout in my food.
Well, forget it. Everybody's like retro. This is not retro. Take a sledgehammer.
Right.
And smash them.
If you're pounding chicken, it's over. Like if you nail one of those.
I wouldn't be able to do it. All right. So, but if you have tile counters and you love them, we're not trying to insult you.
I could see that out in the backyard barbecue, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
A concrete,
It's not
something
even,
concrete.
I wouldn't be able to work with something
Okay, go
like
ahead.
that.
No.
But you know how much time I spend.
In the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, Jack.
She makes,
Me
she
too,
makes
Jack.
the best reservations you've ever had.
Floor breaks. So when you go from like,
Oh, transitions.
yes,
Well, yeah, that is a big deal. Like
transition strips, it makes the home feel disjointed.
it does, and you see that a lot in flips.
Yes, because they can't line the floors up.
And that's the thing. Like, there's ways that they can try to level it out, but you know, when you're just doing
Throwing
the
it
bare
together.
minimum,
Yep.
right? They're not going to do that. But
And
yeah, they are. Those are a big deal because sometimes you see them and they're significant. Trip hazards.
Yeah, buyers want a sense of flow from room to
Right.
room, right? Okay. So let's go back into the kitchen. Multi-level cabinets. Remember when they were a thing?
Why?
I know. So that People don't want it, and it varying heights.
Yeah, I'm not digging it either.
It's buyers look at it as a headache. Walk-in closets. I absolutely do not agree with this, but they say it takes away from the living area.
So this younger generation, they're more like minimalists. Mm-hmm. So like we're like hoarders compared to these kids.
I need a room.
Right, we're like hoarders.
In.
Like I'll take these kids and they'll go, oh my gosh, look at the closet. It's huge. We could just put a bathroom there. And it's kind of like, well, I mean, really, value-wise, that would
increase.
Right, it would increase it. But no, these kids they're not really obsessed with closets.
Okay.
Mine are jammed.
Right, mine too. But like too much so. That's one of these days we're going to tackle that.
Yeah, one of these days.
That's going to be a together.
I'm going to be
My
somewhere.
husband and I have talked about this for 10 years
state.
now. Right. Right.
I think I have a doctor's appointment that week.
Yeah. We have to do it too.
I think.
Yeah, no, I got to go.
They don't collect things like we.
No, they don't.
They don't.
Okay, last on the list, paint and repairs. It seems so obvious, but how many times do you go somewhere and you got a scuffed front door, scuffed walls?
Yes.
Yeah, make it.
I saw a beautiful
or
house.
Outdated paint, Pepto-Bismol.
Mm-hmm. I saw a gorgeous house last night. It was all white, but oh man, the trim, everything was white and everything was like
Beat.
dirty.
Ugh.
And
Dirty,
I thought,
clean and declutter.
and it was a beautiful house and like everything was fantastic except for that. And I was like, all right, I'm not shopping, but to me, I was in my mind, I'm sure this isn't going to work for me.
How about, Pat, you review a listing before you do? Nicole, give us your contact info, please.
My cell phone is 570-881-6443.
NicoleClarkAgent.com is your website.
It is my website. I don't say it out loud very often. I just share it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, is it Agent Nicole? So yeah, that's it.
Yes. We have a prime commercial 3-acre lot on the Burke Bypass in Oliphant for $160,000. This property it's got so many possibilities. It's got 400 feet of road frontage and 310 feet deep. It's located in the Mid-Valley School District on a high-traffic road. It's across from the car wash on the Burke Bypass. We have a big sign there. You must confirm with the Oliphant zoning about this building, about whatever you want to build. That's at 3 acres of commercially zoned property on the Burke Bypass for $160,000, and that's listed by Gail Lewis of our office.
Shout out to our sponsor this week, Cadden Brothers. Cadden Brothers Moving and Storage has proudly served our community for over 90 years, earning a reputation built on reliability, professionalism, and customer-first service. As they continue to grow, they're excited to offer the same trusted experience through Cadden Brothers Junk Removal, which provides fast, dependable cleanouts, furniture and appliance removal, and full-service hauling. They're locally owned, committed to quality, and always offer free estimates to make the process simple. It's stress-free for all of their customers. Contact Cadden Brothers Moving, Storage, and or Junk Removal at 570-489-4005 or visit Cadden Moving.com. Hold on for more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker. We will resume in just a few moments.
Who are Century 21 agents? They're high-tech gizmo-packing problem solvers with an appetite for getting things done. They know the best places to buy a home, to sell a home, and to find antiques, if you're into that kind of thing. They're weatherproof, foolproof, and proof positive that smart people doing good work can make big things happen for great folks like you. Oh, and there's one nearby. This is who they are. This is what they do. Century 21 agents. Smarter, bolder, faster. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Hi, this is Jackie Ruddy from Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Is real estate on your mind? It's on ours 24/7. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or in need of an appraisal, you have questions, we have answers.
Thinking of buying or selling a house and have questions? Tune in to the Real Estate Roundtable hosted by locally owned and operated Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on Saturday mornings at 11 and Sunday mornings at 11:30.
Call 570-344-6724 or visit jruddy.com. That's JRUDDY.com. Welcome back to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, in with Pat Devaney, my husband, Phil, realtor.
And we're back.
With Nicole Clark, realtor since 2014, top producer with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate in 2023 and 2025. She was our number 2 in 24. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks for being here with us.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's so much fun here.
Yeah. We love having you. There's always something good to talk about. You give a nice perspective to what's happening out there in the trenches.
Yes.
You're very busy.
Yes.
And you go very far and wide.
I do.
Yeah. So.
But not too far. You've learned, right?
I learned.
Have learned. Don't go too
I've
far.
learned.
Don't go too far.
I had a valuable lesson last summer.
I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to share?
Anything I want to share?
You were seeing parts of Pennsylvania that you never saw before.
Oh, I did. I was almost near Amish country. Yeah.
She was going to take a horse and buggy back.
And that
was.
was for a buyer. How many houses did you show them?
A lot.
Well, I would do it on the weekends because it was a situation. Yeah. So
They started here, but then they...
Right. I showed them many homes locally, and then they started to move further east or south. So we ended up, the next trip was to Allentown, which really isn't too bad. If you take the turnpike, you're an hour. Plus,
Yeah.
I love the mall and everything down there. So it's like, I'll just go for that reason. So we went down there, and we saw probably 20 houses.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because what we would do, if I'm going to go, I might as well go. And then... they were going to make an offer on 2 of them down there. And then all of a sudden it's like, Nicole, can you show us this? And they sent me one in Pittsburgh. I said, okay, no.
Yeah,
have to
our
draw the line
license,
here.
we can go anywhere
Right.
in
Well, at least they're
Pennsylvania.
still in the same state. What
Yeah,
can
I
say?
said, I'm going to have to draw the line. So I talked to the listing agent. We worked something out, and they went to see it. And then we ended up, where I left them would have been Harrisburg, outside of Harrisburg. Mm-hmm.
Nothing came of it.
No.
Okay.
No.
You know what they did? We probably saw a good 50 houses because, when I would go these areas, it was like, just give me the list, whatever you want. Let's just get this done. And they ended up renting.
So,
God.
all those weekends, all that gas money, all that time and energy. And so we learn valuable lessons, and not everything hits it out of the park. In fact, a lot of what we do doesn't.
Right.
But so it's something that does happen, but some good came out of it too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, some good did come out of it. I got an expired here from somebody I called. It turns out I just was looking all over for these people, like near and far, high and low. And I called an expired here, and he ended up calling me back 3 months later, and he listed it.
Yeah, so it was a house that checked all their boxes, but it wasn't on the active MLS. So it was something that was listed that expired with another company, and you called them out to see if they were still interested in selling, and you met them, and then you wound up listing them because they wound up really liking you a lot, and when they were ready to relist it.
Yes, they called. They actually did have me compete, though.
Yeah.
I competed against 3 or 4 other people, and then they chose me, and then I actually had the buyer, too.
Yeah.
So that was the blessing in disguise. But, yeah, we learn a lot.
Nicole, how does someone get in touch with you?
570-881-6443.
Thanks for your time, Pat.
Yes, we have an amazing new construction home at 517 Poppy Lane in Music for $659,000. This is a 3,400 square foot 2-story home. It has 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. The first floor, it's an open concept. It also has a full bath on the first floor, mudroom, and access to the built-in 2-car garage. On the second floor, the master bedroom is huge, and it has a big 14 by 8 walk-in closet. The lower level is finished with additional living space and a bathroom. Of course, it has spray foam insulation, concrete driveway, built-in AC, and all the high-end finishes, including custom cabinets and granite countertops in the kitchen. That's a new construction, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath home at 517 Poppy Lane in Music for $659,000, and that's listed by Kim Pizzanti of our office.
Remember to join us next Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m. for more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker.